Who are you texting while he's asleep right there? The voice came through my phone, so clearly it felt like the man was standing in our bedroom. I froze in the dark of my car, parked under a flickering streetlight on West 34th Street in Manhattan. The only light was the glow of my phone, mounted to the dashboard, streaming the baby monitor app. Our baby monitor. My thumb hovered over the volume. I didn't breathe, didn't blink. Then my wife laughed. Soft, familiar, intimate. He's not texting, she whispered. He's working late like always. My chest tightened. Because I wasn't working late. I was listening. And in that moment, sitting alone in a silent car while my son slept upstairs, I realized I had just stepped into a reality I didn't recognize anymore. And I hadn't even heard the worst part yet. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. I didn't go inside. I stayed in that car for 27 minutes. Listening. Every second felt like a slow blade sliding deeper into my chest. Our bedroom. My wife. Another man. Through the baby monitor. That's how I found out my marriage was a lie. At first, my brain rejected it. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. Maybe a TV show. Maybe. Then I heard him again. Come here, he said. Calm. Confident. Like he belonged there. Like he belonged with her. I felt something inside me crack. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Quietly. Like glass under pressure. Her name is Emily. We met in Chicago 8 years ago. She was working at a marketing firm near Wacker Drive, and I was just starting my consulting career. She used to look at me like I was everything. That look disappeared slowly. So slowly I didn't notice it fading. That's the thing about betrayal. It doesn't hit you all at once. It builds. Then collapses everything in a single moment. I had installed the baby monitor app 3 months earlier. Our son, Ethan, had just turned 1. Emily insisted on the top-tier system, camera, audio, temperature sensor, app integration. It's for peace of mind, she said. Funny how that worked out. I wasn't supposed to check it that night. I had left the office early after a client meeting got canceled. I thought I'd surprise her. Maybe pick up takeout. Maybe sit together. Maybe feel like a couple again. That's when I opened the app, just to see if Ethan was asleep. That's when I heard his voice. Does he ever suspect anything? The man asked. I leaned forward so hard my forehead touched the steering wheel. Emily sighed. No. Daniel's predictable. Work, gym, home. That's it. Predictable. I tasted something bitter in my mouth. 8 years. A child. And I was reduced to predictable. The next words didn't come immediately. There was a pause. Soft movement. Then, I hate pretending with him, she whispered. That's when my hands started shaking. Not from anger. From collapse. That was the exact moment I realized something was wrong beyond repair. I didn't storm inside. I didn't call her. I didn't confront anything. Instead, I turned the volume down. And I listened. Because something inside me had already shifted. Over the next week, I became someone else. I didn't argue. Didn't question. Didn't change my routine. I kissed her goodbye in the morning. Asked about her day. Played with Ethan. I acted exactly like the man she described. Predictable. Meanwhile, I watched everything. The baby monitor became my window. I noticed patterns. He came over Tuesdays and Thursdays. Always after 8:30 p.m. Always after I left for late work. She thought I was working late. I let her keep thinking that. His name was Marcus. I found that out 3 days later. He worked with her. Same marketing firm. Senior account manager. Married. Of course. I didn't feel rage anymore. That was the strange part. The emotion burned out quickly. What replaced it was colder. Clearer. Strategic. I started documenting everything. Screen recordings from the baby monitor. Timestamps. Audio clips. Every word. Every lie. Every moment she thought was hidden. I collected it all. Quietly. Precisely. Then I hired a lawyer. A sharp one. Midtown office. Glass walls. No nonsense. I laid everything out. She didn't even blink. This is good, she said. Very good. Good. I almost laughed. We built the case carefully. New York isn't always favorable, but evidence like this? It changes things. Custody. Assets. Leverage. But I wasn't done. Because legal victory wasn't enough. Not after what I heard. Not after how easily she erased me. So I planned something else. Something precise. Something public. Emily's company had a quarterly client event coming up. A rooftop venue in Soho. Big clients. Executives. Networking. Marcus would be there. So would his wife. Perfect. I prepared everything 2 nights before. Edited clips, clear audio. Her voice, his voice, undeniable. I loaded it onto a small presentation drive. The night of the event, I showed up unannounced. Suit pressed, calm, focused. Emily saw me across the room and froze. That was the first crack in her composure. "Daniel, what are you doing here?" she asked, walking quickly toward me. I smiled. "Thought I'd support you." She didn't believe it. I could see it in her eyes. For the first time, she was unsure. Marcus noticed me next. His expression shifted. Recognition. Then concern. Good. I didn't confront them. Not yet. Instead, I spoke to the event coordinator. Told him I had a short client appreciation video Emily asked me to bring. He checked with her. She hesitated. Then smiled. "Yeah, that's fine," she said. Mistake. 10 minutes later, the lights dimmed. The screen lit up, and their voices filled the rooftop. Clear. Unfiltered. Does he ever suspect anything? No. Daniel's predictable. The room went silent. I watched from the back. Didn't move. Didn't react. Just observed. Emily's face drained of color. Marcus looked like he might collapse. His wife turned toward him slowly. That moment. That realization. It was louder than anything I could have said. I didn't stay long. Didn't need to. The damage was complete. The divorce finalized 4 months later. I got primary custody. The apartment. Most of the assets. Emily didn't fight hard. She couldn't. Not after everything. Marcus? Lost his job. His marriage ended 2 weeks after that night. I didn't follow up. Didn't care. People expect revenge to feel powerful. It doesn't. It feels quiet. Controlled. Empty. Now, I still use the baby monitor. Same app. Same camera. Same room. But everything is different. Sometimes, late at night, I sit in the dark and watch Ethan sleep. Peacefully. Unaware. Safe. And every now and then, I think about that night. That voice. That moment my world collapsed. I don't feel anger anymore. Just clarity. Because the most terrifying part wasn't that she cheated. It's how easily she spoke about me like I was already gone. And maybe, in her mind, I was. The end.